The sleep crisis. Why the world is exhausted and how to fix it. We're in the middle of a global health crisis, and it is not a virus or a disease. It's something much quieter, but just as dangerous: sleep deprivation. Across the world, people are sleeping less and suffering more. In fact, over 1 in 3 adults don't get the recommended 7 hours of sleep per night. And it's costing us dearly in our health, our performance, and even our lives. But why are we so sleep deprived? And what is this doing to our bodies? Let's start with a simple truth. Sleep is not optional. It's as essential as food and water. When we shortchange sleep, our brains, our hearts, our immune systems, and even our genes suffer. In a landmark 2017 study published in Science Advances, researchers showed that chronic sleep restriction affects over 700 genes, many of them linked to inflammation, immune suppression, and cancer risk. But let's look at what happens after just one bad night. After only 24 hours without sleep, reaction time slows as much as if you were legally drunk. Memory becomes impaired. Emotional control declines. You're more likely to overeat, snap at someone you love, or make dangerous mistakes at work. And it's not just mood swings. Sleep deprivation is directly linked to heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, and even Alzheimer's. In fact, a 2019 study from the NIH found that sleep helps flush out toxins from the brain, including beta amyloid, one of the proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. So why are we sleeping less than ever? Technology plays a big role. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. The rise of shift work, social media, and hustle culture has turned rest into something we feel guilty for needing. There is even a term for it: revenge bedtime procrastination, when people stay up late scrolling or binge watching, trying to reclaim personal time they lost during a hectic day. And then there's stress. Chronic stress spikes cortisol, which keeps us in a state of alertness, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. The consequences are staggering. Every year in the US, drowsy driving causes more than 100,000 crashes. In workplaces, fatigue-related errors cost billions in lost productivity and accidents. And children aren't spared. Teenagers, who biologically need more sleep than adults, are often forced to wake up before sunrise for school. Sleep-deprived teens have higher rates of depression, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. But here's the good news. We can fix this. Sleep is one of the few areas of health where dramatic improvement can happen in just a few days with the right habits. Let's start with the basics. First, set a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. Your body has a natural clock called the circadian rhythm, and it thrives on regularity. Second, create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Remove electronics. Use blackout curtains if needed. Third, avoid caffeine late in the day. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 7 hours, meaning that 3 p.m. cup of coffee could still be keeping your brain alert at 9 p.m. Fourth, limit screen time before bed. At least 60 minutes before sleep, put the phone away. Read a book, stretch, or try deep breathing exercises. Fifth, get sunlight during the day. Morning light helps set your body clock and improves melatonin production at night. And sixth, prioritize wind down time. Don't jump straight from chaos into bed. Develop a 30-minute ritual that tells your body it's time to rest, like dimming the lights, sipping herbal tea, or listening to calming music. Here's a real story. Meet David, a 42-year-old father of 2 who always felt exhausted. Despite getting into bed at 11 p.m., he'd toss and turn, wake up tired, and rely on 3 cups of coffee to get through the day. Eventually, he hit a breaking point after falling asleep at the wheel during his morning commute. With help from a sleep coach, David made a few small changes. He started walking in the morning sunlight, removed his phone from the bedroom, and committed to a 10:30 bedtime. Within 2 weeks, he reported feeling sharper, happier, and more energetic than he had in years. Sleep wasn't his problem. It was his solution. Now imagine this on a global scale. If we took sleep seriously as diet, exercise, and productivity, we could lower healthcare costs, improve mental health, boost creativity, and even save lives. It starts with awareness, with small, meaningful shifts, with the courage to say, rest is not laziness, sleep is not weakness. It's a biological superpower that every human needs and deserves. So tonight, give yourself permission to rest. Turn off the noise, protect your peace, reclaim your health one night at a time. The world can wait. Your body cannot.